Hi, welcome back to the Forge. This is going to be another experiment tonight. Hope we don't get rained out because it's threatening. But one thing I'm going to need to know how to do with the Viking Fantasy Blade is solder. The guard needs to be soldered on. I had an interesting conversation some time ago with a guy about soldering. He was dead set against it. No, silver solder. It has too high of a melting point. You'll ruin the heat treat. 430 Fahrenheit melt temperature for silver solder. Silver bearing solid wire solder. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I normally heat treat around 425 to 450. So this is well within the heat treating range. Okay, yeah, I'm being a little bit of a smart aleck there. But I've tried soldering before. I have failed at it. It's not my strongest point. Well, actually, it's not a strong point at all. It's not a skill that I have right now. So what we're going to do today, we're going to take a little blade here that I made, and I'm going to go ahead and just try to solder this a brass bolster to the blade. This started life as supposed to be an herb chopper. The handle was going to curl up and around, but I didn't. I suppose maybe I could have forged that out further, but I'd had a long, thin handle for the thing. So instead, I just decided to leave it this way. And to put a handle on it, a wooden handle on it. I'm going to have to clean up the edge a little bit. It got dropped or something and has a nick in it, so I'm going to have to clean that up. But anyway, we're going to try to solder this, see what happens. I'm going to pass or I'm going to fail. So come along with me, let's see what happens. Alright, well, first thing I need to do is get this flux can open. Ah, there we go. Yay! Anyway. I don't have any of those fancy nylon brushes. I have Q-tips. So we're going to use some Q-tips and apply some flux to the tang and into the inside of the bolster. Try not to be too messy with it. Okay. There it went. I don't know. If somebody was about to stick fire to me, I'd probably jump too. Okay, now it doesn't want to sit exactly the way I want it to. So, and it's thundering, so we might end up canceling this. All right. So, as I understand about soldering, okay. Quickly, I flattened some out, just kind of to be able to get it right into where I want it. But as I understand about soldering, you don't need to melt the solder into the joint by the fire. You need to let the piece itself heat up and melt the solder into the joint. So, let's see if I can do that. Time out. I don't like the cant that it's taken. It's sitting at a cant. It wasn't doing that. It hasn't done that at all. And now it is. So we'll try it this way. No, that's not going to work either. It's got to be up and down. Alright, well, we'll take what we get. This is an experiment anyway. Could get run inside. I don't know if you can hear the thunder on the camera or not. Not fond of sitting outside in a thunderstorm. Trying to heat the steel more than the brass right now. Flux is melting. I don't know what that means. And spread the heat around a little bit now. Still not ready. Yeah, as I understand it, the solder is drawn to the heat as it melts. So I'm heating beneath this so that the solder will be drawn down into the joint. I've seen people solder pipes together. My father's done it. Had a friend who helped me do a little bit of plumbing, and he did it for me. And we're not hot enough. Things are smoking, but nothing's hot enough. This is where an oxyacetylene torch would come in real handy too, except you could overheat something real quick with an oxyacetylene torch. Ah, there we go. Now it's flowing. It's flowing right off of it, almost onto me. I don't know, y'all. Might not have done it. I did get that up around 400-degree range. That's actually quite warm. But I need to get that excess solder off quick. Ah! I don't know, y'all. It's still molten. Let's see what happens when it cools. Too cold to melt anymore. The solder is starting to solidify. Alright, anyway, we're going to let that cool a minute, and I'll check back with you in just a minute to see if I did a decent job. Well, it's an ugly job, I can tell you that. But let's see what it did. Alright, well, it held. I can't pull it off of there. That's really a vast improvement over the last time I tried. Problem is, it's ugly. Maybe you can see that on the camera. See if I can turn it from side to side. Got stuff running down the back. Get my hand out of the way so you can see that. And then there's solder over here. So I'm going to get some sandpaper on that, clean it up. Repolish everything, see how that works out. But the heat, I still got a golden straw heat in the edge. That's what I wanted. Didn't carry it beyond that. So yeah, I think I could use more practice, but it's actually the first time I've ever successfully soldered anything. Like I say, it's ugly, but we can work with that. Alright, anyway, we're going to go ahead and edit this, get it up. I'm thinking about finishing this on camera and offering it up for sale. It's just a neat little chopper. We'll see how it works out. It's going to have some flaws, I can tell you that now, with that guard. But anyway, I may offer it up for sale. So anyway, yeah, we're going to go ahead and post this. Found any decent content here, please like it, and feel free to share it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and comment. And we'll see you next time.